Yo, yo, yo. Just hanging out for a hot minute. Hope everybody's good on this Saturday night. Hey, Ninja. How you doing? How's things? I'm doing good. Had a good day. All was good. Just went for a little brief walk with my doggy. But all was good. I'm hanging in there. I'm alive and well. I'm kicking. So I can't complain. I'm okay. All is good. I should have gone, but I get to see my dad. Oh, okay. How's he doing? Oh, nice. Cool. I'm gonna see my mom and dad tomorrow. I'm gonna Oh, right. Okay, yes, that's right. Don't mind me. I was in La La Land just now. Yes. I'm gonna go see my parents tomorrow for lunch. And then my dad's gonna come up here and watch the game. I forgot. Because I remember we checked your grandfather one time. Yeah. Well, that's nice. I need to go visit. I need to find out where my grandfather is here. I gotta ask my dad. I'd like to go see how it, where it is and what's up with that. Hmm. Well, I know he appreciates it. That's for sure. Yeah. This big tree by him and his mom. My mom couldn't find it. Yeah. I still see your dad sitting on a single, chair, like a lazy boy chair. And I see him sitting there with um, newspaper in his hand. I still feel like he hangs out in the living room or in his house where he used to be. Yeah, I can see him. I had a flash of him just now, like just sitting there on the lazy boy couch, like a single chair. I don't know if he had one at his house or whatever, but I see him sitting there, and if he used glasses like to read and things like that, if he had glasses to read, he would take his glasses off and on, and he'd be watching his newspaper. I felt like he was into reading newspapers or magazines or something like that. I can see him. I don't know if he crossed his leg over the other leg. It's his stuff. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, I see him deep into looking at some papers and stuff, newspapers, magazines, whatever it is. Yeah, yeah. I can see he's into that. He's still, I think he still like watches it in spirit and sits on his chair there and watches it all and checks it. Yeah, he's here with you. He knows. That's why he's coming to me. Hey Nia, how you doing? I feel like he wants to thank you for doing what you did. So thanks, Beck. I had fun with you tonight too. It was fun. I had a great time. I'm glad we did it. I look forward to the next time. Meow. Hey Lady D, how you doing? But Ninja, I would say that, he's all right, sweetheart, sweet dreams. Wish you good sleep. Yeah, he's telling me to thank you for doing that for him. He appreciates that. He's saying like you didn't have to do it, but um, you know, but he appreciates it. It looks like right next to where it is like an open area of land next to it, and he's somewhat like is showing me where it is. Like there's a lot of land around this area. Yeah, like there's some type of land that's next to this place where he is, and it's like almost like he's around that area where there's land. Looks like it's close by or whatever. But I definitely see him on the chair there, reading the newspaper or reading like the stocks or whatever. But he seems happy, which is a good thing. He seems happy. He seems alert to everything. Ah, okay. In front of his area, they are building some kind of museum. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what he's referring to. Oh, nice, Nia. Congrats. Nothing like your own place. Trust me, I feel that. A museum. Yeah, wherever this place is, it's like he's walking around this place and he's like finding it interesting to be around. So I guess the land that they're building it on or they're doing it, he's interested. He's like standing around and walking through looking at stuff. Like I can see him like around that area. Yeah. Like it looks like he's interested to be around that area. But I also see him like hanging out at home with your mom and he's in the chair hanging out there. Did he have like a pet dog or cat when he was at home by any chance? Oh, okay. Because I can see like a an animal. I couldn't tell if it was a dog or a cat, but the animal was like around at the house as well. Like I can see your mom and I can see that like an animal walking around. I can't tell what it is, but I can see like an animal walking around. And like yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's his pet. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my auntie's very sick. She's in British Columbia, and She's not doing too well. She might be on her way out. Hopefully not. Hopefully she gets a speedy recovery. But she's 81, going 82 in July. She's my mom's sister. She's like the only one left. So yeah, she's not doing too good. I'm praying for her, and hopefully she'll be okay. Her goddaughter's with her at the moment. So yeah, it's you don't have to be old to die either. But she has support, which is great. So it's nice. Hey Nia, thanks for that donation, sweetheart. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that, sweetie. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sweetie. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Ninja. No problem. Yeah. But he's your dad's happy. Looks like he's very active. I saw him at the house, and I saw him at this place walking around. So that's nice. Hey Ryzen, how you doing, sweetheart? Yeah, we I like Becca. She's cool. She's got a nice energy, and she's very she's trying to learn and be on the right track. She's a young lady who's trying to progress. I'm trying to keep her away from the YouTube streets of psychic disaster. Yeah, she is. I met her a couple months ago, and trying to mentor her and keep her on the right track. Trying to be her daddy psychic, so help her out, make sure she's okay. I like to help everybody, especially like the younger generation. Make sure they don't get caught up with these freaks on here. So yeah, she's been somebody who I've been helping out. I don't want to see her get caught up with the wrong people. She's too sweet for that. Yeah, kind of like how I met you and I helped you out and made sure that you stayed on that straight path. Somebody's got to help you women out. Somebody's got to help you people out. I don't like to see people get taken advantage of and disrespected. So Daddy Marky's got to make sure I protect my crew. Yeah, I was telling Becca that probably the last collaboration I done was with you. I remember you and I did a collaboration on Instagram, and we did a couple on YouTube and Instagram. I was telling Becca that you and that was probably the last time I did a collaboration with somebody was you. She was like, "Oh, I know Rising, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, of course." I said, "Well, like a big crew. All the good people got to stick together." Yeah, I would love to. Star comes in here from time to time and acknowledges me, and I respect her a lot. I would love to collab with her sometime. Sure. I'm the type of person I'll collab with anybody, and it's up to them. I don't really chase anybody and beg anybody or ask anybody. But I'm the type of person, if you ask me, I'll accommodate. I'll do whatever. I'll try to make it happen. I'm easygoing. I don't really say no. I try to help everybody or just collab just to have fun. Really, it's not even about like anything else but fun to me. I like to joke around and talk shit, as everybody knows. I like to make everything fun. We don't have to be serious all the time. Yeah, I can't even remember our last stream, how long ago it was, but I know it's been a while, Roz. But I know I always have fun doing them. Well, with the mediumship, it just appears. It's just I don't expect it to happen. It just happens. As soon as you mention your dad, he appeared. So if I can relate a message or show you what I see, then that's great. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. I'll be shuffling cards. Somebody, next thing you know, I'll see spirit, and then that's just it's a extra message. Yeah, no problem. I'm just glad they appear, and I'm glad like I can relate the message and make somebody happy. That's all. It's a blessing to be in cahoots with spirit, and especially good ones, and also prove to people that it exists, because a lot of people doubt it. A lot of people don't believe it. I know you're familiar with TikTok these days, but there's an idiot on TikTok that comes on and says that in the Bible it says that mediumships don't exist, psychics and mediums don't exist, and they see the devil and all this shit. And I was laughing to myself. I said, how can this guy come on TikTok and preach about the Bible and preach about Jesus and how in the Bible it says that psychics and mediums don't exist, but you're believing in a man who rose from the dead and he's in spirit now taking care of us. So what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I wrote it in the comments. I was like, you're delusional if you think that, because you're worshiping somebody who is in spirit right now, you moron. How the hell do you think you talk to him? Like, I was like, this guy's clueless. You should have just shut up and just been in your room, little boy. Some guys by 19, 20 years old preaching about Jesus and the Bible and what it says. I'm like, if you believe everything that's in the Bible, you're an idiot anyway, because not everything in there is real. People took pages out of there and it doesn't say what you're supposed to say. It's been rewritten millions of times. What you need to believe is he exists. He's now in spirit. He's the Holy Spirit, and he's God. He's you. You believe what you want, but don't tell me that mediumship and psychic shit don't exist. You're a moron. It's been going on forever. Some people are really clueless when they talk, but I guess they gotta listen to themselves in order to realize how clueless they are. I'm telling you, it's hilarious. When I heard him say that, like, the Bible says that mediums and psychics don't exist, I'm like, yeah, they exist, bro. You come over to Mark Mark's Terror, I'll show you it exists. I'll read your ass like a book, and I'll even bring up and I'll say, well, and then when I read them, I felt like saying, why don't you come over to my channel and I'll read your grandparents and tell you what they look like. And then you can determine, and then if you say that I see demons, then I'll say your grandparents are demons. Then you want me to say that to you? Fucking idiot. Like, how could you say that? Like, so every spirit you see is a demon? That's not true. Come on now. But it's TikTok, it's people. They just, listen. They just, want to hear what they want to hear and listen to what they want to listen to. Hey, Erica, how are you, sweetheart? How you doing? Yeah, but that's how that's how I prove it's real, by the description of what you see. And it's that's how you're in tune with spirit, or that's how you're getting the right answer, is when you actually describe what the person looks like, possibly get a name, possibly get where they live, what they did for a living. Sometimes it can be completely vivid and the person's mind's blown, and other times it's a task, because there's obviously a conflicting energy between you and that person in spirit, where they don't really want you to know anything, or that person could have went to hell, so you can see him and you can talk to him, because that was their root. But they forget about that part, I think. So I think sometimes I should go on there and say, look, bro, this is all in your mind. I can teach you, but I don't want no publicity. Like, I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that type of action towards me if I go on there and start preaching that type of stuff. I'll just say it in here in my little quiet space. But it's actually kind of disrespectful to real mediums and real psychics out there who are actually helping people in real life, that you have the nerve to come on TikTok and preach that bullshit about how it's not real. But that's the younger generation is usually like that. They just doubt everything in the world because they haven't been in the world to learn and know enough to say enough. So we'll leave them in their little worlds. We will leave them in their little world of doubt. I can't help. I cannot help. Stephanie, how you doing, sweetheart? Thanks for the donation. I'll answer your question for you. You said, how does the Libra man feel about you? All right, let's check. Oh boy, it's raining here now. I can hear the rain. Hi. All right, Stephanie wants to know, how does this Libra man feel about her? Yeah, it's been actually good weather here. I actually went swimming in the pool yesterday because we have a water heater in the pool. We have a water heater that heats up the water in the pool. And I went for a swim yesterday. It's like 67 degrees here. It's not that bad. But the pool is on 90 degrees. So it's like a big jacuzzi. So it was nice. My nephews went in there today. They had a party. So, but it's just starting to rain now. Stephanie, this Libra man, I feel like they have a lot of complex decisions to make. They're contradicting themselves, and I think they're very indecisive on what they want to do toward you. I think that this person is also disappointed about their past. If they do drink, they could be like drinking too much, or they could be drinking their sorrows away, or they just like to have a drink and then because they feel stuck and they don't know how to move on. They've had a lot of like bitter experiences in their life. So when it comes to you, I just feel like they don't want to face reality, and they don't want to like go further into the whole like feeling of being with somebody or being in a relationship because they get too overwhelmed. And I feel right now they're just resting and recovering from work and from like plans that haven't, that have failed. I just feel like they're conflicting with themselves. I feel like they got a lot of stuff on their mind, and they don't even know what the hell to do. Hey Mia, how you doing? Okay, no problem. I'll get to you after Stephanie. But Stephanie, to answer your question, how does this Libra man feel about you? I just feel like they just don't know how to feel right now because they got too much going on in their life, and how they feel towards you is like they don't know. They're not very happy with how things are between you and them, and they're like kind of they want to get involved with you, but they haven't made the decision to do so because they have a lot going on, and their past still haunts them deeply. But in the future, I feel like it'll get better. Just give it like a couple days, and they might come back around. I feel like they're right now, currently, they're going through like personal issues or problems. But I feel like this is to do with themselves. Like they really have been down on themselves, or they're having problems. I don't get health issues, but it could be. But it's just like they're not feeling like themselves, and they got a lot going on. And how they feel about you is they feel like you are an opportunity. You could be, the future for them, but they just they don't want to make any plans right now because of what's going on. But I feel like shortly things will get better for you and him, but just give it time. I think it's more to do with him than you. I think that you're ready, but he's not. So just try and wait a little while if you can, and things will get better. I mean, things will get better for you. Oh yeah, sure, Nia. I didn't even know you were still here, sweetheart. My bad. But yeah, Stephanie, thanks, Ryzen. I appreciate it. Um, hey, Santina, how are you? So Stephanie, I would say just give him some time. This Libra guy, how he feels about you depends on himself. Right now, I don't think that you're like a main priority to him. I feel like he needs to get his life organized before he can even have feelings or thoughts about you. And if you haven't really spoke to him lately, then I feel like that's why, because he doesn't like he needs to get his shit together. And if you have spoken to him and he's been kind of off, it's because he has a lot of personal things going on that he might not want to tell you about. You're welcome, sweetheart. Just give it time. I think he'll come around because, like, as I looked at the cards, it's gonna take time for him to like come around and have more feelings and thoughts. Nia, you can go ahead and ask your question, sweetie. I forgot all about you. On my bad. Mia, I think Jay's feeling kind of overwhelmed right now, and he's like going through some obstacles. And down, I think he's working a lot, or he's trying to find a job, or if he is working, I think that he's trying to get an advantage over what he's dealing with right now. How he feels about you is he feels like he's powerless when he thinks about you or he wants to deal with you. I also think that he knows you're single, and he knows that you're very he knows that he may have made you feel sad, or he knows that you're very intense. He feels your intense energy when it comes to him. Um, he's also very, perceptive to your energy. All right, Ninja, you're welcome, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Right now, he thinks that you're sad or you're mad at him, so that's why he hasn't really come towards you or come back towards you. I think he's more focused on his life and his work. I also think that he's dealing with somebody that's sick. If he has a daughter or a sister or a mother, like a woman figure in his life that's young, could be his daughter or something like that, or somebody he deals with. This person's like gotten sick, and he's like kind of dealing with them right now. And that's the only priority in his life, and that's the only thing he wants to deal with. I also feel he's very, frustrated, and he can't face the facts and face the decisions that he's dealing with, and he's procrastinating right now. Whether or not he wants to come back, I don't see it right now, because he has a lot to deal with. How he feels about you, he feels like you're lonely and you're sad, and you're not like really got his best interest in your heart. And he feels like things would be very intense between you and him if you were to talk or get back together. He also thinks that you probably doubt him, or you don't know exactly what he's going through or things like that. But right now, I think that he's trying to succeed in the work area, so he's kind of focused more on that and not focused on coming back to you, or being around anybody but himself, or dealing with this person that's sick. So I don't know if that makes sense, Mia, but he's trying to find success in other ways right now. Right now, he just thinks that you're like a challenge for him. Like he doesn't really want to get into anything with you because of what's going on and what happened between you guys in the past. He might feel like you're probably mad at him, or like you're just mad about the separation, or like being lonely without him. So there's like a conflicting energy there. He's worried a lot. Um, you know, he's not really willing to show any affection, and he's very like indecisive. He doesn't want to make any decisions right now, Mia. Nia. I got Mia and I got Nia. All right, Nia, you said that makes sense. Yes, I'm mad at him. Yeah. So he's like, he looks at you as the Queen of Swords. I got the Queen of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords is somebody that would take her sword and cut him off, and not like Lorena Bobbitt, but you know what I mean, like cut him off, like, and say, fuck you, you've been an asshole to me, and I'm not speaking to you no damn more good hell. So he thinks that if he were to contact you, you'd be like, what the hell do you want? You asshole, like what the hell? Are you gonna tell me what you want or what? So he's kind of like, looking at you like, oh boy, should be quick to F me off or things like that. But I do feel like he's got more going on in his life than you think. Like he's got personal issues going on. But yeah, he knows you're mad at him, so that's why he's not really gonna say anything to you. Yeah, that makes sense then why I saw what I saw. Looks like he's scared. All right, Nia, you said what's coming towards you in the next few weeks? All right, let's check. All right, Nia. You're welcome, Mia. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Nia, what I got is you might be dealing with a woman this week that you've revealed that she can't be trusted. She has no power over you, and this person like could make you feel like sick inside, like you're like, what, this bitch is really aggravating me, or this person is really annoying me. They're never prepared. They think they got all this power, but they're not, and they just feel that way, and they just make me feel that way, and it's impossible to really deal with this person because they're always annoying me. So you could be annoyed by a woman this week. Could be somebody you work with, could be a family member, just could be a younger woman or a young woman, somebody that's your age or younger. It could be annoying you. They could be blonde hair too. So you know how these blondes are, no pun intended. But for you personally, I think that you need to keep your temper to a limit. Try not to let this person get to you. Be very patient. Try to bring together the things that you want. Manage everything that you need to manage. Find compatibility with situations and people around you. Make adjustments. At the end of the day, you're going to be a good influence to people around you with your energy. You're always trying to find, a way. And I think that you're going to find successful combinations in the next few weeks. For the rest of this month, you'll find a way to make things happen. You'll find the balance. Things are going to be presented to you where you're going to have to make adjustments and manage how things happen and how things come towards you. Just be aware of this person, this young lady, or this person around you trying to aggravate you and trying to make you feel like you're something you're not, whatever. In the next few weeks, I also see transitions, changes. You're trying to make your life better by not doing certain things. You might have some goals or things that you wrote down, like I'm going to do this week, I'm going to do this next week, I have plans for that week. I see you planning things out or wanting to plan things out. What I get very strongly here for you is making adjustments. And what I mean by that is, if you feel like you need to change something, then change it. If you feel like you need to do something, then do it. If you feel like you shouldn't be doing something, then don't damn well do it because you know it's not good for you. So adjustments, 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 and that's what you got to do in order to make things better for yourself. Is you got to make those adjustments, um, especially the way you live your life, how you want to live your life. And I know you said that you moved into your own place, so it looks like you're going to make that adjustment moving into your new place. You got to do this, you got to do that. You know, you're sleeping in a new place, you're at a new place, you're dealing with this, dealing with that. So it looks like, you know, you have to make that sacrifice. You might be bored here and there being by yourself, but you can always call me. I'll come over. It's cool. You know, if you want to invite me over, I'll cook dinner for you and stuff while you just get the house, you know, your place ready. Just don't tell nobody, okay? But yeah, I see a lot of change for you, Nia, and you trying to like make your life better, and that's a good thing. I don't get nothing bad here. I just get a bad person, like you know, around you that might aggravate you, or might say, "Oh, it must be nice to have your own place, Nia. How's it doing?" You know, this person might still live with their, you know, their dog or something, or might live with their granny or something like that. You know, no pun intended. People can live with whoever they want. Um, but it looks like a lot of good things in the next few weeks. A lot of adjustments. Try not to overdo it. Try not to do too much at the same time. You know, because like, and don't let other people get in your way. I'm gonna give you a word of advice. When I moved into this apartment, it's a really nice apartment, but it was really shitty, and I had to redo everything. And as I redid everything, and changed this and changed that and painted this, replaced that, fixed this, fixed that. That's what I do for a living anyway. You know, my friends got jealous and then they like disown me and they don't come around here. And I don't give a fuck anyway, because you know, they're not my friends if they ditch me like that. But you know, try to keep your success and your where you live a secret, because the more you say, you know, the worse it is for yourself. And take my advice, like don't say too much about what you're doing. Just say, yeah, I'm in my new place. You know, it's nice. You know, I'm gonna work on it as I go on. But right now, I'm just focused on my job. Or, you know, if you have to indirectly lie, then go for it. I feel like lying is good when you keep bad people away from knowing the truth. Lying is only good when you keep bad people from knowing the truth. Remember that, okay? So don't say too much. Don't tell too many people you're on your own place and you're doing whatever. Because that's gonna like burden your energy and get in the way of your energy. Because I think you did say that up here, didn't you? I'm good, just excited to move into my own place. Yeah, I thought you said that. So yeah, I know you're excited and I know you got your new place, but try to keep it to a minimum of who you tell, if that makes sense. All right? Sounds like a plan? Good. I think you donated for two questions. You can ask your second one if you want. Or if you did, I can't remember. And rising your after Nia. Okay, sweetie. Cute. Okay, let's check. Nia wants to know about Kyle. Well, the reason you haven't heard from Kyle, because I still see him arguing with his ex or a woman here, and that's why like he's been kind of like not saying anything and not he's in a position where right now he's talking to this woman and he's arguing with her, and he's sick and tired of it, and he wants to get away from this person, and he wants to get his energy better and get away from this person and what they're doing. So I think that right now his plans are not a reality. Like I think that he might be calling off your meetup, and I think that's why he's not really. I don't think he's gonna like call it off, but like I think that because he's going through bullshit with this chick that he's dealing with, that it's like kind of making him not want to say anything to you at the moment until he really understands where he is in his life at that point. I think in his mind he still wants to meet up with you, but right now it's not really a reality because I think him and his ex are fighting still, and he's still going through this overwhelming feeling of what am I gonna do? I think he's trying to rest and recover. I also think that he's stuck right now because he doesn't know what to do. And like she's obviously got a hold on him for something. Maybe he owes her money or owes her something, and she's like making his life, kind of difficult at this time. And right now he doesn't know what sense of direction he's going in. So I would say that's why you haven't heard from him in a while, because he's still going through things with this woman, and the woman's like making him feel really stuck and making him feel like, I don't even know where to go now because this woman's driving me crazy. As far as you guys meeting up in a couple weeks, it's still possible, but I think that he has to deal with this woman first. Yeah, I still think that it's very possible that you can meet up with him in the next 3 weeks. I think it's possible. He's still thinking about it very much so. I think he needs a break. I think he needs a getaway because he's really going through hard times. If he has somebody that's like on their way to passing away, like if he has like a father or uncle or a male figure in his life, grandpa, that's like, sick or something like that, that could also be weighing down on him. Or if he recently like buried somebody in his family, that's also like making him feel kind of messed up because he's dealing with like family issues. But in 3 weeks' time, I still see the possibility of you and him linking up for drinks. It's gonna be like a short little, might a day or two that he's gonna speak to you or see you. It's gonna be very short, like a weekend type of thing, and nothing's really gonna come out of it concrete right now because of all these things that are in his way. So I feel like he's got a lot going on right now, Nia. But I feel like he'll communicate with you in the next couple days. He'll communicate and tell you what's going on in his life, or tell you about somebody who passed away, or tell you about some arguments that he's had with this woman. So I think he might open up and tell you why he's been kind of like, not communicating. But I still feel like in 3 weeks' time you can possibly get together. The energy is kind of on and off. It's not very clear, but it's telling me that in his mind he wants to, yes. So hopefully it works out, Nia. If not, looks like I'm gonna have to come and visit you. Oh well, something's gonna happen. Rising, go ahead, sweetheart. You can go ahead and ask your question. Hey, if Kyle don't want to play, Marky's here to stay. All right. Rising, you said, will James make a move towards me soon? He'd be stupid not to. What's wrong with this guy? He don't know what he's looking at? He better not be fucking around. He's got to answer to me. We treat my Rising, bro. You want me to give him some lessons? What's wrong with these guys treating my women all rough? What's wrong with these guys? They need some lessons from me, I guess, on how to treat a woman. Wow. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these guys? They don't want no damn coochie. All these beautiful women in my room and these guys don't want me. Well, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I don't understand. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. These guys ain't like me, I guess. I don't know. They don't want no coochie. They don't want no good woman. They don't want that. Like, I don't understand. If I had the chance, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Well, his ex still wants him. Well, it looks like James, like he wants to, but he doesn't want to disappoint you. You show up here in the reading Queen of Swords, so I would say that like the main thing on this guy's mind is work and money, money and work. I think that some progress will happen, but as far as like him making a move on you, like I don't really think so because he's been like brokenhearted from the ex, and like he doesn't know whether or not to choose her or to choose you. He knows like he feels the intensity between you and him, and he feels like he knows you're single, and he knows like he can be with you. But the problem is he's brokenhearted right now, and he's disappointed, and he has no sense of direction. Like he can't see what's really in front of him. Like he can't see the big picture. He doesn't want to like get hurt again. He thinks that you might hurt him, or he thinks that all women are gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's putting in a lot of hard work, and he's trying to make progress, and he's really putting in a lot of efforts into like his mentality and in his thing. But I feel like I don't feel like he's gonna make a move on you because he's got like cross desires. Like he likes you, but he's still wondering what will happen between him and his ex. But he doesn't really want to deal with the ex because he knows it's trouble. He knows it's like a relationship that's going to continue to have troubles. He knows there's no real satisfactory love there. Like his love's kind of deteriorating with her. And he knows like she's kind of fake. So like, it's like he's almost like having a divorce with her type of vibe. So, but he still looks at you as somebody who he wants, and he doesn't want to like make you feel like, lonely or like he's separating himself from you. But like, he thinks you're very smart, and he thinks you're very perceptive. Like he looks at you in a good way, but he thinks that you're going to sit around and wait for him. That's what he thinks. He thinks that, yeah, she'll sit around and wait for me because she ain't got nobody else. She'll wait for me. I think she'll wait for me. If he's even asked you to wait for him or give him time, if he said to you, look, give me time, I'm trying to get rid of my ex. And if he said that to you, he really means that. But if he hasn't said that to you, then, he probably thinks that. He probably thinks that you're just sitting around waiting for him. And he thinks that you're not going anywhere until he figures out what he wants to do. But I think his heart's broken in half right now. And he doesn't know whether or not he wants to have a relationship with anybody, you know? So I would say no, he's not going to make a move on you soon because of what's going on in his life. But he thinks that you're going to be on standby waiting for his ass. Like if to be honest, like I asked if he's gonna make a move on you like next month or the month after or in the next 2 months, and it says yes, he will, because he thinks you're a very warm-hearted and fair person. If he knows about your psychic abilities, he thinks that's a nice thing. He likes the way you're honest, and he likes the way that like how you're smart and he looks at you as a good friend right now, like a good person. He looks at you as a good mother, like especially if he knows how you are with your daughter. But it's just that the experience he had with the ex is really fucking him up. Like he can't get out of that stuck feeling right now. But I think it's gonna be a cycle where he says, you know what, I gotta break this cycle with my ex and just go and see what I can do with Rise. So it's like an up and down energy. It's nothing concrete. It's nothing 100%. But I think that as time goes on, there is a chance that he will make a move. But when he makes the move, he's still not going to be like sure of his life. It's like he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to go in this for the better or for the worse. Like I'm going to go out with Rising, but I want to like go out with her and check her out and be with her, but I could be opening up a can of worms here. Like, I might be fucking with her emotions and like, but what if my ex, gets involved? She might think that I'm got a crazy ex and she don't want nothing to do with me type of vibe. Like he looks at you in a very good way. Don't get me wrong. It says all good things about how he feels about you and how he looks at you. But as far as getting into a relationship with you, he's not like wanting to do that because of his current situation, which is understandable. You don't really want nobody, like that in your life, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to tell you what to do or what you should feel or what you want. But he feels like, that he can't deal with that. He don't want to put you in that situation, which is good. I also feel like he just feels like he's stuck, like he doesn't want to advance towards you because he doesn't want to hurt you and get you involved in his bullshit. And he also doesn't know what's the outcome he's going to deal with the ex. And if there's a divorce involved, it's going to be a process. If there isn't a divorce involved, then it's still going to be an emotional process where he's going to be like, fuck, man, this bitch is irritating me. Yeah, I think that he would rather have that than anything. I think that he wants to like get to know you as a friend, and I think he wants to be more friends than anything. Just being a support, being his support right now would be good. If you are talking to him right now and you are talking to him, just like uplift his spirits and just like trying to like, seeing what he goes through. At the end of the day, we've all been through breakups. We all know what it's like. So I guess, just be cool with him. If you really, really like him, I see it might work, but it just is a matter of time. I think that it's up to him. I think if it was up to you, you would jump in right now. But if it's up to him, like, it's not gonna, yeah. You heard he was gonna get a lawyer from the ex, yeah. Like I see, like he's, yeah, he's not ready to move on. To be honest, I just think he's got too much on his plate to be making a move on you and disrespecting you like that. I think he's kind enough to not put you in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I get. It's like he doesn't really want to put you in that predicament, like the second wheel or like, my side chick or something like that. He doesn't want to put that category. He doesn't want to categorize you in the bullshit zone. Friends is cool, but he doesn't want you to think that, he wants more than really he doesn't really want that. Which is cool. I think he's being genuine. I don't get nothing malicious or sneaky or nasty. I just think that he's more brokenhearted and disappointed more than anything. If he was with this chick for a long time, I think that's more of the disappointment that I see. Like he's like, fuck, I was with this chick forever and now like I'm, breaking up with her and this is difficult. So that if that's what it is, that's what I see. Like that's like the kind of situation that he's in. And that's hard when you lose somebody you've been with for a while. Yeah. So that's what the cards are telling me. Yeah. I wouldn't even get, and as your friend, I wouldn't get involved too much in that until he's actually broke through like that cycle. Like I said, I see you waiting on the side, and that's cool. If you want to, go for it. Good things come to those who wait if you want to look at it that way. Um, yeah, exactly. And then working on yourself is the best thing. You know what I'm saying? I do it every day. And whatever comes my way, I'll deal with it. I don't just take anybody in my way or my energy. Fuck that. You gotta be seriously worth my time these days. Because people these days are fucking nuts. All these hoes want is dick, and I ain't got no time to be dishing out my dick to nobody. I want to be like with one chick and that's it. And she gotta be on that real level. If not, I can't deal with you. And I know you want the same thing. We all do to a certain extent. I'm sick and tired of playing games, Too old for that shit. But yeah, you can ask another question if you want to, sweetheart. Yeah, I know, man. It's not easy. It's a fucking bunch of bullshit. I know. I've got this chick next door. Like she's always, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, of course. I'll take care of you. You know that. I got this chick next door. She's my neighbor, right? She's always flaunting herself, trying to get me to like, to holler at her, right? Cause she's kind of shy. But every time I talk to her, she like runs away or she just like gets, caught up in her little, feelings. She's a Cancer, right? Today she saw me outside and she was like playing for her dog all in front of me, bending down, acting crazy. She's got a big booty, right? So she's trying to flaunt her booty around. I was like, this girl, why you just don't fucking talk to me and act normal? Like, you're old enough now, sweetheart. We're grown adults. If you like me, just fucking, just say hi, fuck. And that's the thing, when she says hi to me, I holler at her all the time. I say, hey, how you doing? How you been? How's business? How's this? I'm a conversationalist, but these people, like, they don't know what the fuck they want. I don't know what's wrong with these people. They just don't know what they want. How does James' ex-girlfriend feel about you? She knows that he likes me. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they want. Especially this chick. She's always like trying to use her body and her looks to like get me to want her. But see, that don't faze me. Booties and coochies and fucking titties and looks, that don't faze me. I need what's in here. If you don't show me what's in here, I don't give a fuck what you look like. So like she's kind of going about things the wrong way. She's always trying to flaunt her body to me. I'm like, sweetheart, I'm already seeing bodies. I'm already seeing coochies and asses and titties. That's all good. I like what you got, but you gotta like, show me some emotions here. Wow. Talk to me. Can't let that thing go to waste. I don't know. People are weird these days. That's why I just stick to myself. Welcome. All right, let's see how James's ex feels about you. Well, I mean, she doesn't look at you in a bad way. She thinks you're mature and she thinks that your personality is dominant and she thinks that you're a good mom. A 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and then the end here, I got the Emperor reversed. So I think that she kind of thinks that you're after James, but James is not really, effective enough. He thinks that James won't, she thinks that James won't go out with you, even though she knows that you guys like each other. He thinks that he's too petty or he's too, he can't control his emotions or his decisions. Like, so she doesn't look at you like a complete threat or like somebody taking him from you, like, you know what I mean, him from her. Like, she looks at you as a person who, yeah, she's a mom, she's a good person. I think she's mature, she's nice or whatever. I think that she looks at you in a nice way. Like, she doesn't look at you in a bad way. She just thinks that James couldn't handle you or James can't handle himself. She thinks that James petty, immature, and ineffective, and he doesn't have the strength to deal with her or you or anybody. Like, she kind of disses him in her mind and in her ways, or probably says it out loud. Or if she talked to you, she'd be like, you know what, James, he's a fucking joke, or he's like, he's a petty ass, or he's a dickhead or something like that. Like, she might be the type of person that will run him down. So, but she doesn't think anything bad of you, though. Yeah. So as far as like, she doesn't feel anything bad towards you. She just thinks that you wouldn't. Once you get to know James, you probably would think that the same thing she does. You might think that, he's a petty ass, or, he's just immature, or he doesn't know what to do, or he's not a very decisive person. And I get that in the cards, like, whereas he doesn't seem like he knows how to he doesn't take control. And when he tries to take control, he's petty about it. She actually thinks that you're too mature for him or you're too good for him. So she doesn't look at you in a bad way, but she thinks that you'll be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking joke, or, he's petty, or he's like emotional, or he's like a little bitch or something like that. So that's how she thinks, which is cool, I think that she looks at James in a like a petty way, or like, a bad way. But she doesn't think that you would she doesn't think anything bad about you. I don't think she would mind you being with him. She's so mean though. I mean, I don't, because you asked me how does she feel about you. She doesn't feel like you're a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's mean to you, but she's probably mean to him because he's a dickhead. He's probably like being nasty to her or whatever. We never know what's going through closed doors, between them. They could say one thing and do another, Yeah. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Like her dissing him and shit. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, because I just finished saying that she disses him. So yeah, it is mean, but if the guy is like that, if people are mean to you, it's because you're being a dick, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or you're tired of correcting somebody, or you're tired of telling somebody how they should be dealing with things, especially if they're asking you for your advice. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think she's kind of fed up with him and thinks that if you deal with him, you're going to be the same way. You're going to be fed up with him too. Because, some people think that because I don't like somebody, you're not supposed to like them either. You got me? So it's kind of weird. Like, so hey, I don't know. It looks kind of up in the air. Like, I just think that she doesn't think anything bad about you. She just thinks that James is the problem. Which normally most women, think that the guy is always the problem. And most guys think the women is the problem. So they're always pointing fingers when shit don't happen right. You're welcome, sweetheart. Anytime. But like, I asked what's happening between them, and it looks like they're trying to like work things out about money and about work and things like that. But it looks like she wears the pants, like she's the controller. It looks like she controls James. She makes, she like tells him what to do, and like they're trying to work things out as far as like who owes who what money's whose, oh, we bought this, we bought that, or we did this, we did that. Like, it looks like she's really got him by the mouth, like she controls him. I asked what's going on between them, and it says that she controls him, and he just brings him, like he brings money. She uses him for money, maybe, or vice versa, or like there's a job related situation where they have to work together for something or about something, or for work with some, or they might work with each other. I don't know. But it's something to do with money, and she controls the situation. Like, she's got him by his balls. And like, it has to like either work hard or give her the money, or like it's, she kind of like has the control, I feel. And he's just like really exhausted and really fed up. Like, he doesn't know what more he has to do to get his way, or get the money, or like make her like go away. But I definitely feel like she controls the situation. And there's like a work situation there. A lot of work. I got a lot of work and job situations that have to be settled and have to be dealt with. So that's what I got, sweetie. You're welcome. But yeah, that's what I get between them. It's a lot of back and forth, money this, money that, work this, work that. If they work together, I think that's also something that they have to sort out. And if they don't work together, um, they're both working to try and pay off something or something like that. Some bullshit, some young and the rest is fucking drama as usual. But if I were you as your friend, I would stay out of it until he's relieved of that bullshit, so you don't have to get involved in it or be a part of the involvement. And don't give him any money. That's my suggestion. But you do what you want. You're a grown woman. But yeah, don't give him shit. Yeah, I kind of get that a lot. I got a lot of pentacles there. I got 3 of pentacles, 8 of pentacles, 7 of pentacles. So that to me is work, money situations. And I got the strength card, which is her taking control of, money and situations and things like that. So it's either he owes her and she wants her fucking money, or it's the other way around. And it's like, well, you're working. Where the fuck's my shit? So it could be a lot of things. I interpret it in all different ways. So it all depends. But if it makes sense with the money, then that's what it is. If they're still connected through money, which is a fucked up situation because I always tell people when you go out with somebody and you start to date somebody and you're with them, you start to pay for shit. Don't pay for shit together. You buy your shit and they buy their shit. So when it's time to leave one day, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. I'm taking that shit and you keep your shit. You bought that, you bought that, you bought that, and check you later. Fuck you, I'm going. I'm taking my shit and leave, and you can have your shit and leave. Because that's what I'm gonna be doing if I ever get involved with somebody. And if I ever get married, there ain't no joint fucking nothing. There ain't no joint account. There ain't no you fucking sharing my money. You make your own goddamn money, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. If you're broke, don't come to me. Go to your mama and go to your daddy. I ain't your fucking daddy. You know, marriage is not supposed to be about money and sharing each other's bank account. Fuck that. All right, sweetheart. Give a kiss to Sarah for me. And kisses to you. Mwah. I appreciate you too. I'm gonna get in my bed. It's 1:21 in the morning. I'm gonna get the fuck sleep. So yeah, it's good seeing you, sweetheart. Good connecting with you and talking to you. I appreciate you. And take care. I'll see you next time.